Hello, and thank you for stopping by to yet another edition of the Massachusetts Beer Reviews program here on YouTube. My name is Thomas Metal 75. That guy from Rhode Island is Tanner of the East Coast LQ Reviews, and
Cheers.
I found a wild FLX Beer Reviews, and his name is Dan from his channel FLX Beer Reviews.
We never found Mike.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
If you know, you know. So, we have a beer courtesy of John and
Sent out the
Lily.
missing person report.
Yes.
Hopefully they find them.
Oh my God, yeah. So we have a beer courtesy of John Nilly from Georgia Beer Reviews. Thank you to that guy over that way.
There.
And it's from
It
Treehouse.
doesn't even come in the camera and be like, hey guys.
This
hello.
is called Wafflenanner. Holy moly. Let me see if we can get that. There we go. Wafflenanner, yeah. Let's show it. Look at that breakfasty looking beer. It's an 8%.
I have the light in my car if you want to use that.
That's alright. We got an 8% double IPA to discuss here.
Cool. That looks good.
And this thing, we won't read the whole spiel on the back of the can. They say brewed with grade A maple syrup, a deliciously chewy malt bill, and banana puree. And they're using a experimental hop variety HBC 638. All right, and this beer was brewed, I think canned on the 22nd of April, 2000, I think it says 25 there. Live well. Well, let's do this. I've never had any of these styles of beers.
Canned 4 days ago.
Brewed with banana puree and maple syrup. Wow. Available, it says, at all the locations on the can. All right.
I'd like to applaud Treehouse for applying a different font color to the already labeled can. Because old Treehouse, they would put yellow font on the yellow label. And it's like you're just testing our vision. What can we do?
Bam.
John, you want me to save you some of this?
Okay. That looks like a Treehouse beer.
Ooh. Little hazy boy.
Holy shit.
Banana runs.
Wow.
Kind of.
Looks good.
There we go.
Golden orange.
Let's take a look at the color. Yeah, definitely.
Kind of an off-white head.
Off-white head. It's a creamy-looking head for sure when you swirl the beer. It has definitely got
Super hazy.
the inside of the banana kind of color.
Kind of looks like orange juice.
I will agree with that as well. You can't see it through it. It is not opaque at all.
I've
Hazy.
yet to officially smell this or anything.
Oh, yeah.
And already my mind is kind of blown because I'm getting the wafts.
Yeah.
Smell it then.
I'm getting the bumpy smell, bumpy's like. Does it?
Does it make?
As soon as we open it, man.
All right, first whiff kind of stunk. First whiff was really weird.
No.
It's
wow.
like a funky aroma, but then I get more like the banana puree.
Dude, it's like pineapple just popped up though. I wasn't anticipating the citrus character.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you get it?
It's citra hops, so they,
Yeah.
People you can get the piff of that grapefruitiness
Yeah.
from
Maple syrup,
some of these IPAs from Treehouse. I'm getting the piff of the actual banana peel.
When was this canned?
The 22nd of
4 days
April.
ago.
All right, that's why.
I'm getting
I was
banana.
getting the
4 days
dank,
ago, said John.
Bro,
kind
I'm
of,
getting
oniony garlicky
the
thing.
banana Nilla,
You have vanilla wafer.
the vanilla
Yeah.
wafers. You take the banana and the whipped cream.
Yeah, that's a good point. The whipped cream.
There's a really
there's
nice
a whipped vanilla topping.
underlying pineapple,
Maple, they say,
or
right?
peach.
Yeah, I don't get any
You get
maple in the
maple?
nose at all. Zero maple. I get what you're talking about with the pineapple. I think I understand Dan and yourself on that. Pith of orange of banana.
It smells really good.
Y'all ready?
Let's drink it. Cheers.
Just a little malty in the background. Cheers.
This smells absurd in all the right ways.
Yeah, you need more of the you get maple syrup in the taste here, but it's like it almost needs more sweet. It's like it's not even like a super sweet maple syrup, I guess. I don't know how else to describe that.
There's a pleasant bittering to that.
Yep.
That kind of breaks all that up. Because I think it would just be like a sugar bomb if it wasn't there.
There's things going on in that finish there, though. It's very mapley and almost woodsy in a way.
good.
It's almost woodsy
It's
in a way.
like it's like a fruitier kind of it has a little bit more of a mouthfeel than the regular waffle banger because it's the puree.
I'm uneducated in those beers, by the way.
I feel like with this beer,
Because
Nate
the
from
regular waffle banger just has maple syrup in it, right?
And blueberries.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, and blueberries.
What were you
is strong.
saying?
I think like I picture Nate from Treehouse literally has this old decrepit black book, and it's like all these crazy beers that he wanted to ever do. And he's like, if our brewery ever gets big, one day I'm gonna do this. And like he's slowly just opening this decrepit thing, pulling out a paper, and be like, banana maple IPA. Okay, we can do that. And just marks it off and like burns it. He's like, we'll never make it again, but we made it now.
So, I'm going to say it's super banana fruit, the actual flesh of the banana way up front. And then there's this...
I feel like this is probably way better on draft.
Yeah, probably. And then there's this...
Really,
there's
you don't
this,
like it?
No, I think it's good.
There's an unsweetened, almost like a maple syrupy thing after that. It's like it's not as sweet and syrupy as a maple syrup would be. And then there's the vanilla stuff.
Like I'm getting this like banana bubblegum thing now.
I think that's... Yeah.
Like, if you took banana Laffy Taffy and said, boom, bitches, now we're making bubblegum.
Yeah.
That's what replaced a lot of the maple syrup.
When I
sweetness.
reviewed it, which I don't even know if my review's posted yet, but
John O'Neill.
I had, to me, banana runts. When I was a kid, banana runts, like hard candy, banana flavor.
Yes, sure.
I got a lot of that in there, which is kind of
Got that on the
nostalgic for me.
nose.
Yeah.
I got a little bit more candied on the nose, but on the palate, I got a little bit more like a banana
It needs
cream.
more of the maple
I got like
syrup.
banana cream pineapple.
Or if you've ever had that
And
banana
then-
bread beer from Eagle, like the
Oh, yeah.
banana bread, like that's the type
My
of banana
one
flavor
thing I
was
will
getting.
say about
Yeah.
this is, I feel like with the banana, or however much they're using of the maple syrup, I don't get enough maple syrup.
Me
I
either.
liked it more with the blueberries because of the amount of maple syrup I got. This one, it's a little bit lackluster. I was expecting.
I feel like it's like
I was
just
expecting
right.
that, like, kind of like a little bit over the top, intense sweetness of maple that I kind of got with the waffle banger.
Yeah, but then it would be cloying if it was too much maple syrup.
I don't know. I
think
liked
just
it.
right. But
Dude, it's also super fresh,
Yeah, I was gonna say it is coming off a little hot as I sit here and
Sure.
drink it.
right.
so it
You
could
got
be
the
that.
Citra
too.
and then the experimental hops in there.
Yeah, I
because
get
it's
I get a
only
little
4
bit of
days
a
old.
bitterness too. So maybe when the bitterness
I bet in 4
calms down a
weeks.
little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
you'll probably get more of the maple syrup and more of the banana.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll see what the Drake's taste
It'll
like.
turn into more like a fruited sour kind of aspect.
I
Once
think-
the hops start to.
Oh God, I hope not.
I think the beer itself is a straight up
Sour.
medium.
Well, it's got banana puree in it. What's the difference?
Oh, that smells pretty
The
good.
sour part.
I think it's a straight up medium bodied beer.
It's still the same thing. There's still
Yeah,
puree.
the lactobacillus is what
It's
gets me though.
it's
the
pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty crisp.
What
Is
about
it
the
clean?
drink?
I don't know if I would call this necessarily clean. There's a lot of
I like them, but I just
bitter elements to the hopping that's coming across here. And is it refreshing? In a way. If you're looking for this kind of a beer,
I could
it will
drink
be
a can of-
refreshing, yeah.
I could drink a can of it.
I wouldn't
don't know
necessarily
about
call it
I definitely
more
see
than
what you're
one,
saying
but-
now. Len's creamy notes of tropical banana ice cream. Yeah,
Yep.
all day.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's supposed to.
So,
I do think for the style and what they're shooting for, once it ages out a little bit, it'll be better to let those adjuncts come through. Because right now, I think the hops are shining through a lot.
yeah, over the maple syrup.
Yeah, over
It
the
needs more.
adjuncts.
Either needs more maple syrup, or in time you would find that out. So, let's start with this guy over here, Tanner. Where are you going
As far as the number,
overall out of more than 100, like I like to do in my channel?
I like it. I think it's a pretty good beer. I give it like a solid, like straight 90. I think it's a really cool, unique kind of experiment. But I do feel like it's got a little bit of a bitterness. It's got a little bit of that kind of oniony, dark.
Sure, yeah.
Can't speak. Oniony, garlicky kind of aspect to it.
What do you think, Dan? Out of 100. It's a hard numbering system, I know.
It is
is.
really good though.
Well, you're used to the 0 to 5.
I'll give it a 88. I feel
Now I
like-
wonder. Oh, what were we saying?
I was saying, I'll give it an 88, but I feel like this could like, with the age, it would definitely
Improve.
transcend.
So-
like,
Is he adding adjuncts to the fermenter, or is he doing it during the boil?
Great question.
That's
That's a bumpy question.
You'd have to steal the sacred black.
That's a
Yeah.
bumpy question, probably.
The very bottom of the can, you get a lot more burn.
I feel like
That's
it's
just what
added
happens,
late because
Probably into
if
the
you
fermenter.
boil it or whatever, it would take away some of the flavor. So I feel like they add it kind of at the end of the process.
Yeah, that's when you know how like
That'd be my guess.
people back sweeten stuff because
Yeah.
after it ferments, you're technically pulling the sugar out of it. So you
Yep.
back sweeten it to get a little bit more sweetness.
I'm
I don't know
going
if maybe it's
to
added
see.
after.
I would think so.
So I don't know.
I think Brewing.
Nice lacing, for God's sakes. I
But
mean,
this
damn.
would be a
We're
really
just
fun.
sanitizing everything in banana peels.
The reason why I say that though is because this would be a really fun beer to try to replicate.
Ooh, that would be a. Ooh.
Oh, it's a home brewer?
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Beer man,
Like a
help
small
us out.
5-gallon batch.
Help us out, beer
I
man.
know, would that like mess up your system though? So sort of like
No, not necessarily.
I am gonna give.
You have to have a very well-sealed environment.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the
fruit
waffle-
flies will be all over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the Wafflenanner. Wafflenanner.
Waffle
I don't know why I
Nanner.
keep saying Wafflenator. It's Wafflenanner. I'm gonna give that an 86 out of 100. And maybe to everybody else's point here, we're kind of universally aligned with if it is sitting in the can for a little bit and conditioning all by itself in the can, maybe you're gonna get some bigger, bolder flavors, less of the upfront, maybe bubblegum sweetness, and hopefully more maple syrup. I'm a little disappointed at the moment now that there's not enough of that maple syrup, although you can clearly tell when it comes in. I feel like maple syrup's got more of a sweetness, but maybe after a little bit of time, benefit of the doubt, you'll get more flavors. But this is by far, this is the most, I don't know why I've never heard of this particular series. This is the most unique thing I've tried from Treehouse, definitely by far. I haven't had anything like this from Treehouse. So this is a good old treat, John and Ellie. Thank you very much for the beer.
I figured you guys would like that.
I am now burping banana runs.
Yeah, kind of.
That is my life right now.
Last final thoughts there,
Not
Tanner?
not a bad thing.
No, yeah. If I go to Treehouse, I'm gonna buy this. So
This will be good.
I don't think I've seen it. I've been to Treehouse maybe like
Just came out. It's a
couple weeks ago?
New release.
Cool.
oh okay.
I mean, that's 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Got you.
It had new on the website.
4 days ago.
You
So
know,
nice.
just released. So
I'd like to thank everybody for watching this program. On behalf of Dan from FLX Beer Reviews, Tanner of the East Coast Liquor Reviews, my name is Thomas Metal 75, and until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Cheers. We'll see you soon.